AMD is my bittersweet symphony. If you've followed my channel for the last year and a half, then you know that AMD is my favorite stock, and I've been calling for it to reach $200 to $300 per share ever since it was $60 per share. The fact that it just recently reached 185 means I was pretty much correct. The problem is, it's always been too expensive for me to hold longer term. I did have a chance when it was $90 to buy a $50 call option with a 120 strike. That would have been worth about $1,000 later on, but unfortunately I did not do that. I have successfully traded it several times, but like I said, I've just never been able to afford to hold it longer term, even though I believed in it and talked about it constantly. Even right now, at 172 per share, the $180 call option, expiring in 3 days, costs $600. Speaking of chip stocks, Intel, which seems to be struggling relative to the others, just dropped, which is no surprise. At this rate, it could either keep moving down back to the 37 range, or it could rebound back to the 50 range. Longer term, it probably will recover, but shorter term is trickier, especially with the FOMC tomorrow, which could rally, flatten, or crash the market, depending on what the Federal Reserve says and decides. Apple continues to dip. Usually these dips are a good opportunity to buy it before it inevitably rebounds, but the trick is to either try to time it, which is risky, or when you buy it, just buy a little and plan on averaging down until it rebounds. SQ officially reached my $70 price target that I called a few days ago when it was $62 per share. Of course, I already took profits at 66. Now it's starting to cool some, like a lot of other stocks I took profits on are, probably out of fear of what the FOMC may decide tomorrow. I'm actually up about 100% on my Ford calls, but I'm still holding, and Verizon is pretty much holding strong. I still expect it to reach 45 per share later this year.